All right, we got Maxine coming out 5th of July, just here in 2 more days. And we all know Maxine is going to be the third movie in the trilogy of the Ty West that had X and Pearl that all came out in 2022. They were about 6 months apart when they came out, which is rare, but actually worked out really good. Pearl ends up being the prequel to X, but Maxine that's coming out is a sequel to X. So the best way to watch it would be Pearl, then X, and then Maxine. But I want to get into X right now. I want to do kind of like a movie review about X and why do I really love this movie. It's actually really good. I mean, I give it a 6.8 out of 10, but it's just so unique. It really is, because the first thing that I think of this movie is the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre classic horror 70s throwback. 100%. Everyone knows this. The first thing you think of is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It has everything you can think about it, because even in the trailer, it starts off with them in the van. The cast is just identical to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You have every person you can think of. You're going to be, you as an individual watching this, is going to pick out one individual in there and be like, that is mostly me. If I was in this movie, that is my personality. The location, the weather, it's hot, it's summer. People are naked. You got drugs, nudity. The gore is on the same level of goreness as up there. There's some of it where you're like, okay, I need to kind of turn away for a second. Even the camera angles, that low butt, tall grass from behind angle of them walking in. Texas Chainsaw Massacre all day. And of course, you got the house, so it's just like it, and you got the whole religion South element. But no, this movie made me laugh. There's a lot of moments that made me laugh. There was some moments that I was like, come on, let's pick this up a little bit. Like, this movie isn't perfect by no means, but for someone like me that loves slasher, definitely this is a nod to, like, I love slasher movies. You can have a good time. You could put this on a party, a good college party, and just have a great time with this. A lot of people would love it. Casting. Woo. I think they got really lucky with this, because like Jenna Ortega, she filmed this movie before Scream 5 came out in theaters. So this, like, Scream 5 really blew up Jenna Ortega. And then she came out with this right after. So they got lucky with her in this. And you can tell, because she kind of played a small role and they knew who she was, she might have been a bigger role. Brittany Snow, she's the veteran. We've all seen her, but we haven't seen her tits, but you do in this. Mia Goth, she blows up. Like, she's made a few small roles before this, but this movie really shows you, like, who is Mia Goth. Yeah. She's the reason why Maxine is still coming out here in a couple days, because she can kill it. And she also plays Pearl, the old lady, in X. And she plays, of course, Pearl in the prequel. Kid Cudi. I love Kid Cudi from Need for Speed. That is such one of the underrated movies of all time. Another thing that makes this movie the way it is the slow burn. And it's like, the slow burn is usually when it's dealing with Pearl or her husband Howard. They're all in their 80s. And it's so uncomfortable. It makes me just want to go jump in the shower immediately. Almost like a Hellraiser movie. But more of a just not on the blood level of showerness. It's just like nastiness. Like, oh, I can almost smell the house just watching this movie. But the one thing I love about these Ty West movies, especially with X, is they have their own style of cinematography. A lot of cameras just staying still and the music hitting right. You can just tell when you watch this movie, it's a Ty West. Just like Quentin Tarantino, you watch those movies within 5 minutes, this is Quentin Tarantino. Same with Ty West. He's going to be that director. Robert Eggers, 100% same way. You know when you're watching a Robert Eggers movie. And like I said, a slow burn, the first kill is 54 minutes in. So 54 minutes till you get the first kill, which is about halfway through. And every single kill is kind of entertaining. There's nothing really boring about it. It's all kind of unique. And every kill is definitely realistic. Like, okay, that could happen, because Pearl and Howard, they're in the 80s and they're the one doing all the killing. So it's like, can they really do that? And sure enough, everyone you watch, it's like, yeah. And don't worry, they don't kill everyone. So I'm not doing a spoiler. Like, of course, it's a slash movie. People are going to fucking die. Well, I'm not going to tell you who, but yeah, there are some survivors. But for a budget of $1 million, it grossed almost $15 million. Sure, I figured it would gross a lot more, but not too bad. And then we got Pearl coming up next. I'm going to talk about that. But yeah, man, this is definitely a rewatchable movie. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I give it a 6.8 out of 10, and that's a pretty solid, good score for me for a slasher film. Yeah, I give it a thumbs up for SkyGene score.